And my mum always told me she first noticed my stammer when I was about 3 years old. All babies and toddlers like go through a babbling phase, and my mum like kind of noticed I wasn't like getting out of it, and so she took me to a beach therapist. I was taken out of like lessons. I had to miss like some parts of school because I had a beach therapy, and it never really fazed me. As a child, I never thought, I have a disability. I haven't ever classed it as a disability, but it's only for me personally to say that. When I started primary school, it was the first parents' evening, and the reception teacher, obviously like the classic parents' evening, she's doing really well, but because of the class size is so big, I see Hayley with a hand up, and I look at my watch and I feel sorry for Hayley because I know I don't have time to pick her to answer a question because I'm aware of like the time. So my mum spoke to the speech therapist, and they collectively decided to take me out and to put me in a smaller school where I would be chosen, like I would be acknowledged. And I think it was hard for my mum to deal with, and she's always said she panicked if she had kept me there. Would I have been disengaged in like learning, which I never was. I've always wanted to be involved if I've ever worked in like a group or anything like that. I don't have a problem or a nervousness with talking, but when I was in speech therapy, it like kind of opened my eyes up to other children who also suffered, and a lot of the children in these questions would talk about how they'd been bullied and how they'd had to move schools due to bullying. And I was always like, it made me realise how like grateful I was that I'd never had to deal with that. I didn't find a lot of the techniques as a child when I went to a beach therapy helpful. I was always told, talk as if you're on a cloud, so really light breaths. And for me, it didn't really reflect like real life. Like I didn't feel like I could use those techniques in real life conversations. Singing has always helped me with my stammer. When I sing to music, I don't stammer at all. So in that way, I've found it really therapeutic, as it's almost the only instance when I'm completely fluent in what I say. I think that's why I've also been drawn to writing, and I'm in a job which is writing blogs and social media, as when I'm writing, obviously, I don't stammer, so I feel like I can be really creative with different words. I don't have this physical block when I'm writing, so it's also therapeutic for me in like that's a sense as well. So definitely with a writing, I feel like I have a lot more of a free rein to use exciting sentences and like run away with it. I think the advice I would give to people who come across people who stammer is to just listen and just be patient, because they will get the words out eventually. I'm really enjoying my job at Northern Heart Films. I feel like it's a really inclusive company for someone who stammers. I feel like my ideas are always encouraged. I feel like all the team have like patience for me and want to hear what I have to say. When they give me tasks such as arranging Zoom meetings, phone calls, and other tasks which are all to do with talking, they always make sure I am like comfortable with that and I'm okay with that. I've been made to feel comfortable in embracing I am different and I speak in a different way, and that's fine and it's okay.